Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the USC Trojans offense will get first crack at it here. The Trojans dominated this matchup last year and took home the victory bell in a blowout.
Yeah, and they were just having fun during that blowout of their cross-city rival last year. David, you could just see it on the faces of the Trojan players having fun pummeling UCLA last season.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, as a player in rivalry games, you also don't remember how much fun they had. All the celebrations, you remember all of that every day of the year, and you're coming back and you're trying to change that and do a little celebrating yourself.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They ran it on first down, now on second. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There he goes. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, you're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
So UCLA's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a tree.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much.
Oh, he found a space on the touchdown, Bruins! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Bring in the Heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. 2nd down coming up. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. He's got 67 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. They'll ride the hot hand, and there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Moving out of the pocket.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Overton. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to look.
Breaks into the open.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Florida is currently ahead of the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 6 over Florida State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Finds his tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Off the RPO, complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Hit as he throws. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good.
First foul. Kick, defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding.
And he smashes his way through again. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
If you're going to play football, you have to be able to mix up coverages. You can't just sit back in the same thing. How about the zone blitz? Catch him off guard. It looks a little bit like man, but I blitz a linebacker in there, hits the quarterback, gets him on the ground. He didn't even know it was coming to him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. On the move, he fires. Working the middle. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
And I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward with this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Quarterback making checks. Pulls it in. It's Lanier. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. Ball is loose. Defense. That loose ball, it'll be a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's Overton. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work.
Got it.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back up at 43.
Those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. But
Back's going for the goal line. And the defense makes a tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking?
maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Quarterback keeps it. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on fourth and goal. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. Quick release on the RPO, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Trojans are marching down the field.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, UCLA. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Under fire. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble and he's still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Looking for room at the 30. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Trojans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Inside the 15. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is the one that weighs nearly 300 pounds. And this season, it will find its home in Westwood as UCLA takes down USC. Thanks so much for spending some time with us for